Hi everyone, it's Mustard here, and I'm starting what is going to be the first of many character guides to come. Hopefully this is going to end up on YouTube. It may do, it may not. I don't really know. Obviously, MK1 has just come out into the early access period, and I want to make a bunch of interesting character guides full of information that you might want if you're looking to pick up these characters for the first time in MK1, as obviously it is a new Mortal Kombat. The Cameo system is brand new. Not everyone played the beta, not everyone played the tests, and I basically want to take some characters that I think people are going to want to play and just do a very entry-level, here's the character, here's some cool stuff they can do, here's what I think is their general game plan. I've already had some hands-on time with the entire roster by now, so even though I'm certainly no expert in every single character in the game, I think I know enough to help you kind of get a real entry-level kind of beginner look at them if you are looking to play these characters. And I thought I'd start off with Smoke, as already he's very popular online. I imagine there'll be a lot of people looking to play him, and there's a lot to go over, so I will try and stay on track. I know normally we edit guides like this, and this one is going to be a bit more kind of free-flowing, as I am currently live on twitch.tv/PNDK&M, which is where we do live streaming. And I want to see how this translates from live guides into the YouTube, so let's just see how this goes. Anyway, first things first, Smoke. Mix-ups are the name of the game. This is a very rush-down, aggressive, mix-up-oriented character. I'm going to be using 1, 2, 3, 4 terminology. So front punch is 1, back punch is 2, front kick is 3, back kick is 4. Mix-ups, that is the name of the game for Smoke. Special move-wise, he has this down back 2 right here. This is an overhead smoke bomb. You anywhere on screen, you throw the bomb, and when it gets to where the opponent is, he'll teleport to it and do an overhead. If you EX this, he does no attack and becomes fully invisible, which is very important for reasons I'll explain to you later. Back forward 3 is this smoke towards. This has somewhat projectile immunity on it. Basically, he goes really low to the ground, so you can kind of scoop under a lot of projectiles in the game. You go invisible while you do it. EX is just faster, and during the phase, you can press back plus block and cancel it, and that is good for combos, which I'll go into in a bit. He also has down back 4, teleport. This is a low, goes into the air. If you EX this, it's a low into an airborne launcher, and you can combo from this with air combat or any air specials, things like that as well. Down back 1, this right here. This is a good ender, so if you hit a lot of your strings, this is a good ender to stay on the same side, gives you a lot of advantage, and generally, this just gives you the ability to continue your offense and just end combos reliably without side switching or relying on combo gravity. He also has, if I've forgotten anything, I don't believe so. I think that's about it for special moves. But now you've seen the special moves, let's go over the strings. So I'll give you the real important ones, or just individual buttons. I'll really stick to what I think is most important. Back 2, 3. This is an overhead. Overhead, low. Back 2, 3, 4 is overhead, low. And then the end of the string, it doesn't come out on block. Forward 3, 2. This is low into overhead. So already you've got mix-ups, overhead, low, and he teleports for the overhead as well. Low, overhead, and forward 1, 2, grab. This is a fast advancing high. You can end combos because you can special cancel that last hit of the string. Right as they knock up, there you go, you can do a special move and combo from that. Also forward 1, 2, this is plus on block, so a really good way of kind of, if you don't want to finish the string and you want to, like, you know, get them blocking, then go for a poke and kind of just keep your turn going on hit, stuff like that's really interesting. 2, 1, 2, this is a high damage string that you can cancel things into, as well as forward 4. This is all highs, but on block, extremely plus 8, which for a character like Smoke, who really wants the opponent to be blocking so you can establish overhead low and obviously throws as well, anything like that, really helps him out a great deal. So when it comes to basic combos, you are going to be fishing for confirming off of this. Like fundamentally, Smoke is going to be able to do things like the phase cancel, so back forward 3 into a cancel. And then, oh yeah, actually before I forget, standing 3, 2. 3, 2, this is a launcher, so from here, you can do something simple like an air series, like 1, 1, 2 is just a common ender. That's a really basic combo, but if you want to open it up, you can do dash, 3, 2 again, and then end like this, and then end in this, or the teleport. Good damage. So basically, this is his go-to launcher. It's meterless. Obviously, it doesn't cost you any resources. And the cool thing is, using this smoke towards cancel, by pressing back and block, off of most strings, so the forward 3, 2 will be your main one, you can cancel it, right? And on hit, if you have the right timing, you can combo from it like that. And turn that string into the ability to get much more damage just stand alone by himself. We're already hitting like mid 300s, which is very good for meterless, non-resource using, because this cancel, it makes the meter burn noise, it doesn't cost any resources. So combo-wise, that's really what you're looking for. Overhead into low, the second hit knocks them up, so you can't by himself combo from that. You can just do raw overhead into teleport, so you can kind of just commit if you want. That is obviously extremely unsafe, but if you want to get just by himself damage, that works. The low, you can cancel and confirm it on hit, and on block, I believe that's safe. Yeah, that should be safe. So obviously, you know, your turn is basically over, but you can keep yourself safe. Oh, before I forget as well, down back 2 EX, this is his armored move. So this is actually a armored reversal. So if your opponent hits you, that has armor. It's not the best armored reversal in the game, but if obviously they're using something that doesn't advance them forward, it's going to work for you. Back to the combo game. You're fishing for forward 3-2 a lot. This is kind of a real confirmable hit. Forward 1-2. On hit, you can turn this into the grab. And from here, EX teleport, which I do 2-1 into air teleport, but you can do a few other things as well, like air strings. You can turn that into various moves because it is special cancelable. 2-1-2, same thing. You can cancel that. But by himself, most of Smoke's combos are going to come from fishing for these strings, learning this cancel right here. This is going to be extremely important, and extending from there. So again, you're fishing for this low, and then if you get the cancel, it does take practice. Confirming into launchers or various strings or whatever it is. Cameo-wise, Smoke has a fair few options. Obviously, cameo fighters, you can go with whatever you want. But I personally think that Smoke really does benefit from any cameo that lets him add to his confirm game. I've got Sub-Zero here because this ability right here makes you immune to projectiles, which can really help if you're just trying to be extremely aggressive. But mainly for this freeze right here. So you can confirm into the freeze, get a jump 1, do your cancel, and I'll try and not mess it up. And then continue from there, basically. So any string into freeze, into forward 3-2 cancel, and then from there, you just keep your combo going. There you go. And already you're seeing the kind of damage we're looking at, right? Even though the grab ended, we're already at like mid 300s. That was going to go up by at least a couple of percent. I think that really helps. I've seen people do Smoke with Serena. I personally was running in with Smoke Goro before because that gives you some other utilities. The cameos really do make a huge difference for him, but I think if you really want to play for this just overhead low game, because you can do things like back 2 into stun, like into Serena Knife, into Frost Freeze, into, you know, Sub-Zero Freeze. Like, you really do have these options for just getting your hits, confirming into a stun, and then going for Smoke's kind of his own combo options, you know what I mean? And just keep things going for really, honestly, respectable damage. And you have to remember, none of this is costing meter. So when you have bar to spend and you're thinking, what am I going to spend it on? Aside from this being your armored reversal, on block, you can do things like, let me just make him, oh, he should be auto-blocking. Let me just make sure I've done that right. Auto-block. There we go. If you have bar to spend, you can do things like down back 2 EX on block, and then obviously you are invisible as they come down. And because you're in the air, you can do things like jump kick, and now you've got plus frames, right? If you know they're blocking, and then use those plus frames to jail mix-ups. You can do a jump punch. Obviously, you can't see yourself doing it, so you kind of just have to get a hang of the timing. Yeah, there you go. Jump 1, very plus on block. And obviously, jump punches you can turn into whatever you want, whether it's the low, whether it's the overhead. And that's basically the gist of Smoke, honestly. I think you're looking for any extensions. Obviously, you're going to be very aggressive, overhead, low, real mix-up oriented. He gets respectable damage. He is quite tricky with the cancel execution, but I mean, if you're playing this kind of character, I think that's kind of what you want, right? If you're a high-octane, fast-paced player, you want flashy combos, you want cancels, and you want to be able to extend them, which I think especially early on, cameos like Sub-Zero, Frost, anyone like that is going to really help you out to just confirm into hits and then do your cancels and whatever it is you want to do from there. Last but not least is Fatal Blow. It is a overhead. He kind of does this lunging strike. There's no mix-up there because obviously they see it. They know an overhead is coming. Looks kind of tricky to combo from, but if you want a really easy way to combo into it, forward 1-2 grab string. This will basically always combo into Fatal Blow. Most of the time, that is going to work for you. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope this has really helped you out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, I'm doing this live, so it hasn't got the usual kind of editing style. I will kind of clean it up on YouTube and things like that as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this guide. Let me know what you think. Let me know what other characters you'd like to see, as of course this game is brand new and there is an entire roster to cover. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it is of use to you, and enjoy playing Smoke in the Kombat League.